Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with our subject computer of class 6. Open your chapter number 3rd, flowchart and program. In computer, a set of instructions are used to computer to perform a specific task. A computer program is formed of several sets of instructions or algorithms. An algorithm can be defined as a set of instructions that can be followed to perform a specific task, such as solving a logical or mathematical problem through calculation and analysis. Flowchart. A flowchart is a graphical representation of an algorithm in which steps are laid out in the logical order. It is a tool to write a program. In a flowchart technique, each operation is represented by drawing a specific geometric shapes. These flowchart symbols are connected by arrows to illustrate the sequence of operations. A flowchart conveys all the information visually by using standard symbols to represent these different functions. It uses arrow to represent the sequence in which the instruction should be performed. So, when we have to write any program, first we write the algorithm. To draw a pictorial representation of that algorithm is called flowchart. So, flowchart convey the following information: the sequence in which steps should be performed. These steps involved in obtaining user input or giving an output. These steps describing processing of data, the different conditions involved in handling the process, the steps to be repeated. So let's learn about the flowchart symbols. Before we are going to draw a flowchart, first learn a different symbols. Start or stop symbol. This symbol is used to indicate the beginning of the beginning or the end of the sequence of steps. Input output symbol. This symbol is used to indicate the acceptance of input from the user or output or the result concluded. Flow lines. The flow line symbols are connected with the help of flow of lines. The arrow direction represents the flow of the sequence. Next is processing symbol. This symbol is used to represent any steps that involve the processing of data. Decision box. This symbol is used to represent a step in algorithm that involves a decision taken on the basis of specific condition. Decision box may have two branches leading out to represent the case of condition being true or false. Connectors. This symbol is used to connect any 2 points of the flowchart to indicate the flow or the sequence of steps, especially when the flowchart involves multiple steps. Simple flowchart. Let us draw the simple flowchart to find the area of circle if it is given. Okay, this is one of the software used to draw the flowchart. Let's start. First, we have to make the symbol to start our program. So, round rectangle is used to represent start of a program. So, this is a window. This is a toolbar. There all the symbols are given which we can use in flowchart. This window is a working window where we can draw our flowchart. This window is the toolbar from which we can customize our symbols. For example, we want to give a color to these symbols. We can use different colors. With the help of this, we can work on the text written inside these symbols, and then we can arrange it. Just to make it simple, the color, then write start. We want to increase the text size. Next is we have to use input symbol to get the input from the user for radius. For input, we have to use this symbol, place, increase the size, and write read radius r of the circle. Increase the size, you can also change the color. Next is area. Next is the processing. So computer perform the processing after getting the radius from read the radius r means read the radius from the user. The user will enter any value from the keyboard and that value saved in r variable. Next is the processing that is done by the computer. Write the formula to calculate radius. So this is processing unit. Next we have to print the result. So we have to use again this symbol for output. Right inside it. Now we have to print area. Change the color. And then we have to stop. So this is our algorithm. Now we have to use the connectors or flow lines to show the sequence of execution of these steps. So select arrows. So in this way, you can create a simple flowchart. Starting, read the radius as the input, then processing part, calculation, calculate the area 3 into 4 into r into r, then print area and stop. Next is branched flowchart. Sometimes the flow of the steps in algorithm can be branched into multiple paths based on how the particular condition works out. Let us understand with the example. You are wondering how to spend a cloudy evening. You can even choose to play a basketball if does not rain or play an indoor game if rains. This branching in a flowchart is the first due to some condition. The result is displayed in the decision box flowchart. Start. So condition is it is raining. If yes, then play indoor game and stop. If no, then play outdoor game and stop. So in this way you can create your branched flowchart. Let's do an example. Draw a branched flowchart to select the largest of three given number. Start. Read three number. Say x, y and z. First we check x is greater than y. Yes or no. If x is greater than y, then we will check x is greater than z. If yes, then print x. It means x is largest among other two. If no, then print z. It means x is greater than y, but x is not greater than z. So z is the largest number. So print z and stop. If x is less than y, then we check the condition z is greater than y. If yes, then we print z. If no, it means y is greater than x and also y is greater than z, then we print y. So in this way, you can draw your flowchart and then you can easily convert each steps into program. Next is looping flowchart. Sometimes some steps in algorithm have to be repeated for the given numbers of time. This is known as looping. The looping is a sequence of instructions that repeat a specified numbers of time until the particular condition is met. Let's look at the flowchart. To find the largest number in a list, this is an example of looping flowchart. Start. Obtain the list of number. For example, we have 5 numbers. Processing is largest number is equal to first number. First we assign the largest number is first number. Then we check that number with the next number. Is there any number in the list which is largest than first number? If yes, then we move to next step. If no, it means that is the largest number and we print output and stop. If no, then is the next number is greater than the largest number? If no, then we back to this position and check for the next. Otherwise, if yes, then largest number is next number. So then we will change the value of largest number to the new number and follow these steps again until we find the largest number. So advantages of flowchart. Flowcharts helps us to understand the logic of a system better way. They helps to analyze the problem better. They act as a guide during analysis of the system. They helps in debugging the process. For example, if we found any error in our program, then with the help of flowchart, we can debug our program to rectify those errors. They helps the programmer to operate the program easily. Limitation of flowchart. Flowchart become the complex if the program logic is complicated. In the case of alteration, they have to completely redraw. If something we have to change, then we have to redraw the whole flowchart. Next, we learn about programs. Algorithms are finally written in programming language. An algorithm written in programming language and executed by the computer is called program. Programs written in high-level language are translated into machine language by the compiler or the interpreter. This machine language is understood by the computer only. During the actual execution of the program, the machine language code is loaded into RAM of the computer and executed line by line by the CPU. Some common high-level languages are described here. Some common high-level languages like BASIC, QBasic, Logo, the simple language that can easily be learned by the beginners. In next chapter, we will learn about QBasic. Fortran, language used for writing the program for solving scientific and mathematical problems. C and C++ languages are written by the programmer uses for the business application. Visual Basic, Visual C Sharp languages are used for writing the program with the graphical user interface. Java language is used for internet based application. Okay students, now you have to perform all the exercise part question answers on your book, and these question answers along with project and activities, these question answers on your notebook. Thank you. Have a nice day.